Guys, thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. It is a Soap of the Month Club soap. That's right. For March of 24, I chose Blackberry and Magnolia from Micah's and More. I adore this scent so much. It really is one of my best-selling creams that I have. I've said over the years, this is my best-selling cream, but let me explain myself because they change all the time, right? You know, it just does. For several years, Sea Salt and Orchid was my best-selling cream. Sea Salt and Orchid was my best-selling scent in anything I would put it in. Scrubs, creams, soaps, it didn't matter. Then, a year ago or so, I think my Daydreams scent, which is a 1,000 Wishes dupe I get from Nature's Garden, that became more of my bestseller. It outsold my creams and it outsold my scrubs, and then it started outselling my soap, and all of a sudden I'm thinking, what in the world? This is my bestseller. So then guys, I don't know, 6 or 8 months ago, Blackberry and Magnolia started nudging Daydreams down into second place. Sea Salt and Orchid is just, I don't know if people are just kind of tired of it because it's been on the scene for quite a while. And this scent just seems to be fresh and new and so good. I love it so much. So I want you guys to stay tuned to see how I made this beautiful soap. It turned out so pretty. I piped, and quickly before I forget, I do mention in the video that it has a low percentage rate of like 3 or something like that, 3 point something, I can't remember. It has since changed and it is now over 13%. So that makes me really happy. I was really worried when it went down to 3 that Stephanie there at Micah's and More was going to drop it from her site. But the new IFRA guidelines came out and they bumped it up to 13. I'm so happy. I'm going to be making some more soap, and I'm probably going to go back up to my normal 5 to 6% that I add to soaps. I'm kind of interested to see how that plays a role in the scent profile of the soaps. That'd be a good test. So anyway, stay tuned for the making of March's Soap of the Month Club. What I have here are my 3 accent colors already dispersed in a little bit of olive oil. So my green is Maniacal Pea from Mad Micah's. My pink is Pink Lemonade from Micah's and More. And my yellow is Love and Sunshine from Micah's and More as well. My main base color is going to be Making Waves, and this is a Nurture Soap blue that I'm using. And that's what's in here. And again, I'm going to be using Micah's and More Blackberry and Magnolia. This has a 3.29% usage rating. So 3.29 of my oils is going to be what my fragrance oil load is. So not a lot of fragrance in this one, but that's okay. It still smells wonderful in soap. I already have my kale and clay in here. And in here I have my sodium lactate. This is water, lye, sodium lactate, a little bit of citric acid that helps with hard water, and a little bit of sugar that helps with bubbles. And I'm going to get my lye water in here. It's not completely emulsified, but I do want to go ahead and pull it off. I will be blending it a little bit more in with my accent colors. I'm going to try really hard not to save too much for piping. It's really hard, guys. It's not going to be easy. Oops. I'm going to get a little bit of fragrance oil in each one of my little pots. It is at a lovely little trace here, so I'm going to go ahead and pour a decent amount in here. And get some of my accent colors here. It's thickening up, but I'm really happy with that. I want it to be thick. Should have put my little clips on. Okay, let's see if I can save enough for piping, but not too much. So I have a silicone mold here of hearts that I'm going to try to fill like 2 rows or so of each of my colors. Hopefully I have enough left over for that. So I'm going to do that real quick with my blue. It's not the easiest thing to fill, and you can't see what I'm doing. Right, I got actually 3 rows of hearts for the blue. So hopefully I'll be able to do that on all of them. And I want to smooth this down a bit. I want it to be like almost ultra smooth. And I would have had an easier time of doing that if I had poured it a lot thinner. But I like my swirls when there's some thickness to the soap. I think they make prettier swirls. I'm just going to have to use my spatula because I have nothing else that will fit. This is actually fairly close. It is definitely holding its shape. So I'm going to get it in my piping bag. I have a very special tiki cup that I got from Dollar Tree. And I use this just because it's a narrow cup and it will hold my piping bags in there quite nicely. I have just an open star tip on both of these. This one is a 18 and this one is just a little bit bigger. It's a 21 open star tip. I have a little bit less pink than yellow, I believe. So I'm going to use the smaller one for the pink. And I'm going to get my heart mold over here. And I'm going to fill up 2 or 3 rows for pink. Do I have a plan for these hearts? I mean, no. But I have the starting of an idea of what I want to do with these hearts. And because this is such a mild fragrance soap, any other scent I put with these hearts, they're going to be tiny, and the scent is going to overpower these hearts plenty. I'm not worried about the fact that I'm mixing a couple scents here with these hearts. Let's just do the yellow while I'm at it, and that way I'm good to just wait for these to set up a little bit more. There is a lot easier way of doing this than what I'm doing, for sure. Pouring thinner would have been better. So if I make any more of these hearts for whatever plan I end up doing with them, definitely going to be pouring this before I get very far into the soap making process. That would be better. All right, guys, I'm gonna do the same thing to the green and then let these sit up just a tad bit more, and then we'll come back and I'll put them on the top of the soap. Alrighty, I think they're about ready, or I am anyway. And I am gonna try to just not do a full coverage. I'm just going to, let's see. I am just going to kind of dollop here and there, kind of like that. Trying not to be too like in a row or obviously in a pattern. I want it to be pretty random. Let's put some yellow on there. Again, I'm trying really hard not to overdo. And then just a few green leaves, and then if I want to add a few more of the dollops, I can, but for now, I'm just going to do some green leaves. I do have my soap on a turntable here, just to help me with my leaves. I have quite a bit of the green left, even though I really felt like I wasn't saving very much. So I think what I'm going to do is just take my edge here, which you cannot see. Let me turn around here. So I'm going to take this edge and kind of fill it in with some green so it looks like it's more of a spilling effect. Let's see if that works. I probably don't have enough to do the whole way around. Okay. Guys, I think I'm going to be done. Look at that side. I think I'm going to be done, other than glitter, which is upstairs. I have one row of hearts here. I'm just going to fill up with a little bit of yellow and pink. So my hearts are done. And I'll find a little thing for my leftover pink here. This is done. I am going to go up and get some glitter, cover it. I'll cut it in a day or two. I cannot wait to see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, I think it's sweet, guys. Oh, I think it's really sweet. Look at that. It's a little soft still, even though it's been, you know, a good number of days. I have a little too much blue on top, so my swirls are there's a hard stop on my swirls. Maybe not on that one though. Oh, I love it. I think that's really sweet. So this looks orange on the inside, that yellow, but you can see on the outside it's nice and pretty. So that yellow will come back on the inside. So that'll be a nicer yellow, or brighter yellow, I should say. I just love the tops too. I think that's sweet. Oh, look. I love it. There we go. Let me get this out of the, I don't have my tray over here yet. Cut this other piece. Okay. There's those. So with these, I'm going to go get my other cutter. And I need to cut my samples for this. And I did the ends kind of big on purpose so I can get a good number of samples. So my goal with these is to just have about a half an ounce sample. But I think I'm going to cut this in half. And then cut it in half again. There we go. And I'm going to do the same with this. I think my thing got loosened up, and that's my problem. I need to tighten that. There, that'll be easier now that I'm down to 1. So there's my samples. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's plenty for now until I get more subscribers. That's gonna be enough. All right, guys, I'm gonna get them cleaned up. I'm gonna let them sit and kind of finish doing the color morphine that it will do, and then I will bring you back when all of that is done. All right, guys, let's take a look at this up close. It is so pretty. Look at that. I just think the swirls turned out so pretty. You know, even at 3, I can't, like I said, I don't remember exactly what I used in this, 3.24 or whatever. I can't remember. It still smells so, so sweet. So I am so pleased with the smell and the look and the swirls and my piping. Oh my gosh. I think the light may be just a little too bright right where I'm trying to show you. My goal for the piping was to really not have full coverage. I was really inspired by Mandy at Sweet Home Soaps. She had a soap, it's been a number of months ago, but she had just the little flowers and the really smooth top, and it looked so elegant and pretty. And I just was so inspired to try that, because every time I've ever piped, I've just put as much piping as I could on the top and not had any of the showing through. I just think it is so pretty. It's understated, it's elegant, and I just love it so much, guys. Also, I kept a few of the little hearts I made. They were very, very soda ashy, and I thought I would be able to show that to you, but I don't think it's gonna come across on this light in my setup or whatever. The problem I'm having, and I'm wondering if you guys can help, is when I use a small silicone mold, I tend to get a lot of soda ash. And not just surface soda ash, but it goes all the way through the soap. I thought that pouring too fluid would increase your soda ash, but this was very, very thick. They're not the vibrant, pretty colors that I was looking for, what they were when I poured them. It's just almost white. This blue just has a film of white all the way through it. I don't know what to do to keep that from happening when I want to try to use these smaller molds. I covered it completely with saran wrap. I put it on heat. So if you have any tips or tricks on how to keep these colors vibrant and pretty without getting a bunch of soda ash on them, please let me know. As it was, I just trashed them. And that stinks. Guys, if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down if you hated the video. And then subscribe if you haven't already. That'd be lovely if you subscribed. And then comment. Let me know what you think of this beautiful soap. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you next week. Bye.